Hey guys, Anthony Ace Michael is back with sleeperselections.com. Make sure you go there and get your free week. Also check out bestsportspickstoday.com. All the top handicappers giving out their best bets of the day in the free pick page, every sport. Make sure you check those guys out. We did go 1-2 last week. And it's funny, in the last video, I just had a hunch, but I did like my plays. I'm not going to say it. But I said if we do go 0-2, this is perfectly set up. The games are spread out. No game is being played at the same time. So if we do go 0-2, we double up on the Monday night, and it worked out for us. Seattle plus 4.5. I did like Seattle winning that game also, but they did cover the spread. They should have won the game. But hopefully you guys broke even on that, and we're 12-8-1. Doesn't sound great, but it's good, especially for you high rollers. Putting these bets in, you were able to cover that, which is very good. Let's get right to the games. Tonight's game starts in about 20 minutes. Packers at Cardinals. There's two ways this game could play out. I think so. The Packers win, money line, or the Cardinals destroy them. If it's a close game, the Packers win is basically what I'm saying. My Arizona Cardinals, my Super Bowl ticket. Bet them on to win the division. Got some good odds there. This is a tough game. I do think that the Cardinals are due for a loss. I know Adams is on the COVID protocol. I know Rodgers plays extremely well in these types of games under the spotlight on a Thursday night. I think that the Packers are going to win. Plus the 220 is a great value. I might put a little bit on it. It's not going to be one of my best bets of the day, but I'm going to be rooting for my Cardinals in the back of my head, you know, and cringing when, you know, they turn the ball over or something like that. But the Packers is just a logical play here for all you guys that are going to bet that game. Next game, Chicago Bears and the 49ers in Chicago at Soldiers Field. 49ers -4. The Bears and the 49ers both look awful in the last game, but there's something with these Chicago Bears that they seem to always turn it around, especially at home when they come off an embarrassing loss. 49ers just look lost. I know that their defense is good. I know the Bears' defense is good when they're healthy. Then it comes down to offense. I think the Chicago Bears cover. I'm not going to take it because I'm, you know, never betting my home team, very rarely. But the Chicago Bears +4 should seem like a no-brainer for you guys. Panthers at the Falcons. Atlanta -3 at home. Going to be another close game. In a close game, I take the points. Panthers are due for a win. Falcons are due for a loss. So I'll take the Panthers -3. That was my reminder that the Chicago Bulls tip-off is coming, so I'm going to try to get through this because the Bulls are still undefeated, and they're playing the Knicks. Going to be a great game, so I'm going to have both of these games on tonight. Good thing there's no World Series game. The Dolphins at the Bills. Bills -14. Tua's back. He looked pretty good. The Bills we know who they are. They're going to play well at home. They could score 40 again. I like the Dolphins plus the 14. It just seems like too many points for this division game. And they usually play the Bills tough. Steelers at the Browns. Browns -3.5 at home. The banged up Browns. I'm not betting this game, but if you are, make sure you check the TV and the injury report before kickoff. Because the Steelers could very well, right now I'm going to take the Steelers knowing that the Browns are banged up. But if some of these Browns players, superstars, do play, then this could be a totally different game in a blowout victory. But the Steelers are going to play this game tough, whether the stars are in there or not. 3.5 is getting me the hook. I like the Steelers here. Eagles at the Lions. Lions are underdogs at home again at 0-7. Eagles are -3.5. Eagles are pretty bad. So are the Lions, obviously. I like what was happening in this game. last week. Very competitive. They had a reason to be competitive. Quarterbacks going at it against their former teams. I like the Lions to get their first win. If they don't get it here, there ain't going to be too many more opportunities. They do play the Chicago Bears on Thanksgiving, but who knows? But yeah, 3.5, take the hook in the Lions. It's going to be another close game. Titans at the Colts. Colts are minus 1.5 at home. So the Titans did what I thought they could do and win. It was a very weird odds of them being home dogs plus 5.5, 2 weeks in a row, beating two of the best AFC teams in the league. This is what they call a letdown game, and I do believe in letdown games. That's why I'm staying away from it. But if I had to pick a team, I would have to stick with the Titans because I don't think the Colts will be able to stop Henry. And, you know, the Titans' defense has been stellar against some of the best quarterbacks in the league. In this game is not one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Wentz has been off and on his entire career. If he is off, this is going to be a blowout victory for the Titans. But if he's on, it should be a close game, so take the 1.5. Bengals at the Jets for one of my best bets. My first best bets. It's a lot of points here in the Jets, 10.5. I still don't think the Bengals are who we think they are. 10.5 for a young quarterback is going to be tough. New York is hungry. Could very well be a blowout game, but I'm taking the Jets plus the 10.5 as one of my best bets because I think it's way too many points here, guys. Rams at the Texans. Rams minus 14.5 on the road. I don't like that at all when it's over 2 touchdowns on the road. It is the Texans. They've been playing awful. It's 1-6 versus 6-1. If you're going to bet this game, you almost have to take the Rams here, which they are going to win by double digits. So that being said, you only got to cover that 4.5. Take the Rams. First 3:05 game. Patriots at the Chargers. Chargers minus 4.5. I like the Chargers here. Patriots on the road against a team that's pretty explosive, coming off of a bye, I believe. Yeah, the Chargers 4.5 should be a no-brainer here, guys. Jaguars at the Seahawks. Seahawks minus 3.5. It's going to be hard for this young rookie quarterback to go into Seattle and get the victory. I don't see it. He got his one victory. He might get another, but he ain't going to do it in Seattle. 3.5 is not that much. Seattle should win the game. So that being said, take the minus 3.5. Washington at Denver. Denver minus 3. This is one of those coin flip games. Very similar teams going in the downward direction. Somebody has to win. That case, in this kind of game that's so evenly matched, Broncos do get the minus 3 because they're at home. That doesn't mean anything. I know it's the mile high, but it doesn't really mean anything, especially in this day and age. These athletes are so in shape. Take the points in a close game in the Washington Redskins. Buccaneers at the Saints. Buccaneers minus 4.5 on the road. I think the Buccaneers are going to cruise in this game. I just can't, bet on the Saints. Their quarterback is too inconsistent. I love him as a player, but betting on him against them is one thing, and you make a lot of money on it. He is going against his former team here, Winston, but it's just going to be too much to handle here. He's not going to be able to get the ball out. It's going to be a lot of interceptions I see. They're going to be pressuring him. When he gets pressured, he throws more interceptions than touchdowns. That's the key to this game. Buccaneers minus the 4.5 as my second best bet of the day. Sunday night, Cowboys at Vikings. Vikings minus 2.5. I can't go against a 5-1 team that's playing as well as anybody in the league. The Vikings find ways to lose, and yet they're favored again. That being said, take the Cowboys, the 2.5. If you get it to 3, it's perfect. Last game, Monday night. So the scenario is playing the same way it did last week, where we're not having 2 of the best bets in a row playing at the same time. So that being said, if the first 2 lose, double up on this last one to get your money back. Giants at the Chiefs. Chiefs minus 9.5. Lock it in right now. The Chiefs got something to prove. They're just not looking like what they should be, and I do think Andy Reid will be able to get this team back together. They are 3-4. They're still in the hunt. They're got some of the best players in the league. They just need to get it together. I do think that this is going to be a statement game. I do think that the Chiefs win by double digits. That's why the 9.5 is so critical to lock it in now. All right, guys, those are my 3 best bets with all the rest of my picks. I hope you guys cash in here. And this is Anthony Ace Michaels from Sleeper Selections signing out here, and I'll see you next week.